Football is all glitz and glamour. Sometimes we should take time to appreciate those footballers who plied their trade elsewhere before hitting the jackpot in the game we all love. From cleaning to winning the treble, from bricklaying to winning the FA Cup, and from Beetroot Factory to Wembley, we have rounded up the footballers who lived ordinary lifestyles before taking to their newfound profession. In an era where you only make it if you dedicate your life to it, it's rare to find players who just months prior to their professional career were grinding the 9 to 5. With that in mind, here are 11 players of varying abilities who made it professional. But before we start, make sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. Rickie Lambert, previous occupation Beetroot Factory worker. While training with Macclesfield Town in 2001, Lambert was earning nothing, so had to get by with a wage from the local beetroot factory, putting lids on jars. From there, Lambert's career in football took off, as 5 years later he was finding his feet at Bristol Rovers. He then bounced from Southampton to Liverpool to an England call-up in 2013. Unfortunately, his career has somewhat declined since then, but he was still knocking around with Cardiff City in the Championship before returning in 2017. Peter Schmeichel, previous occupation cleaner, textiles and sales manager at WWF. Before his professional career really took off, Schmeichel accrued himself quite a CV, ahead of joining Bromley in 1987. Originally starting out with a textile department, Schmeichel took to cleaning in a care home before landing a dream role with the WWF. Not wrestling, the World Wide Fund. It would not be long before the Great Dane jacked in his charitable side and took it to the sticks. After a successful spell with Bromley, he became a Premier League legend at Manchester United, winning 5 Premier League titles, 3 FA Cups and 1 Champions League during a stellar career. Miroslav Klose, previous occupation carpenter. Before moving to Kaiserslautern to start his professional football career, Klose was training as an apprentice carpenter. That's just about as ordinary as Klose got, as he went to become the Germany's record international goal scorer, the all-time leading goal scorer in World Cup history and the 3rd ever player to score in 4 different World Cups. The Polish-born striker finished his career in Italy with Lazio and officially retired in 2016 when he joined the Joachim Löw Germany coaching staff. Stuart Pearce, previous occupation electrician. Pearce's professional career started in Whittlestone, and several years on he moved on to Nottingham Forest to play under Brian Clough. Not certain as to whether his career was in football, Psycho took the opportunity at Forest to advertise his services as an electrician around the club and in a matchday program. Over 400 appearances on, Pearce was cemented in the club history and was an England regular. After retiring at Manchester City in 2002 with spells at Newcastle United and West Ham United in between, he went into coaching, where he managed the Great Britain Olympic side, the England U21s and the Forest, but now seems to have taken a preference to pedantry and the media. Chris Waddle, previous occupation sausage seasoning maker. Before successful spells at Newcastle, Tottenham Hotspur, Marseille and Sheffield, the nimble winger used to concentrate his skills on sausage delicacies, more specifically their seasoning. Once his professional career was up and running, the sausages took a back seat as Waddle became an England international. Now focusing on a career in commentary and pedantry, it's fair to say that Waddle has moved on. Ian Dowie, previous occupation British Aerospace. After multiple rejections at the age of 16, Dowie dusted himself off and sold pastries new by studying engineering at Southampton University. Once landing a job with British Aerospace, Dowie saw it important to keep up football and playing regularly for Chestham FC in a non-league. Luton Town were so wise to notice his talent that they deployed him as their centre forward in the 1st division. He went on to represent Northern Ireland 59 times, playing for Southampton, West Ham and QPR on the way. Since then, he coached sporadically, more significantly achieving promotion to the Premier League with Crystal Palace. Now he is a Sky Sport pundit. Shaka Hislop, previous occupation NASA intern engineer. Very seldom do two geniuses play in the same team, but that was the case with Dowie and Shaka Hislop in 1998. Hislop took it one step further with his qualifications, graduating with a degree from Washington's Howard University and then to become an intern with NASA and get involved in a prestigious engineering project in the Caribbean. The Trinidad and Tobago International played for Reading, where his professional career started, before being the man between the sticks for West Ham, Newcastle and Portsmouth. Hislop ending his career in Dallas in 2007 and now works for ESPN in America. Jamie Vardy, previous occupation carbon fiber medical splint factory worker. As is a necessity of a non-league footballer, Jamie Vardy supplemented his income as a technician making medical splints. A true late bloomer by definition, Vardy has lived a very ordinary lifestyle up until his move to Leicester City, where he's won the Premier League, played in the Champions League and scored for England at the major tournament. Craig Noone, previous occupation roofer. Craig Noone's previous working day comes as no surprise to Steven Gerrard, who had his roof titled by the winger. Once the two came up against each other in the Premier League where Cardiff City took on Liverpool, the story resurfaced publicly. Most of us would never get the opportunity to meet Gerrard once, let alone twice in two separate environments. Noone was signed by Plymouth in 2008 and has since gone to play for Brighton and most significantly Cardiff, from whom he played in the Premier League. Charlie Austin, previous occupation bricklayer. When restarting his football career with Poole Town after his release from Reading the Youth Academy, the now Southampton striker founded his life as a bricklayer. Once Swindon Town came calling and Austin was offered a professional contract, the bricklaying was dropped and he made his living scoring goals. After both successful and prolific spells with Swindon, Burnley and QPR, Austin is back in the Premier League with Southampton. He has yet to be capped internationally, a topic which has been hotly debated in the past. That's all for today. Hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, leave a like and subscribe to our channel. Also write in the comments down below which footballer surprised you the most. I'll see you next time.